Welcome to episode 35 of Let's Play Civilization 3, and with it, welcome to the rest of your life. What we are going to do today, what do you think we're going to do today? Continue our epic conquest of America. Now, if you remember last time, Houston put up one hell of a fight. It was truly heroic, and you know, they might be our adversaries, but we have to give the American defense a good deal of credit for what they have done. After all, underestimating your enemy is one way to lose to them. I mean, for instance, in World War I, in real life, the Germans' propaganda about the Allies, you know, the English, the French, the Russians, etc., the propaganda pretty much painted them as incompetent fools. And so pretty much when the German soldiers were going to the battlefield, they expected to meet a bunch of dummies out there, you know, a bunch of cowards. When you know, the English, the French, and the Russians turned out to be a whole lot tougher than they expected, that was, you know, quite a shock to them, and really no good for morale. On the other hand, the English propaganda, you know, painted the Germans as ruthless, bloodthirsty, you know, monsters, basically. So when the English soldier got down to the battlefield, they saw that, you know, they were full well ready for, you know, the Germans to be tough. So that was a psychological advantage that the English had. So, following in that principle, we cannot, even though our adversaries are small, we cannot let ourselves be deceived into thinking that they are pushovers. No, they love their land as much as we love ours. So, in order to take it from them, we must be as ruthless and as cunning as they are. Yes. So, we marshal our forces together, because when this war is over, we will have secured an entire corner of the world for ourselves. Our great French lands. The extended French lands, you could say. Greater France. France 2.0. Whatever you want to call it. And at last peace can come to our embattled people. For a while. The population grows soft without war, though. So, you know, just a little while later, we're going to have to plan more conquests. More for the people to get excited about. Oh, right, yes, we can upgrade to riflemen now. Can I upgrade everyone? No. Let's see. Steam power, you can wait one more turn. I want my riflemen. I do. Alright, everyone else. Yeah, you are where you are. Hang on. You'll be upgraded next time. Alright, just fortify our forces there. And let everyone else go. Yes, the Americans really weren't able to do anything, as we thought. But remember, folks, when we attack their cities, they will fight to defend it, so we must be tough and prepared. I say listen to some Slayer on the way in, you know? That will help you get in the mood for some battle. I don't really know if Slayer existed in 710 AD. You know, sources are conflicted about that notion, but I say to hell with anachronisms. You know, these cavalry should play Slayer on their, you know, their stereo systems built into their horses. Okay. Upgrade every musketeer. Yeah. Our army just got much tougher. And now if we just keep our level, our funding at this level, we will reach it in 3 turns anyway, so... Alright. No, not enough yet. I want Washington to be a little bit stronger before I launch the attack. San Francisco, on the other hand, I think we're ready to launch an attack on Atlanta. Alright. Yes. Boom. Alright, yes. In the city of Atlanta, tens of thousands of people were assembled for a Braves game, where instead of the crack of the bat, they heard the gunfire of the invading French troops. They screamed in terror as the French came in. Alright. We might be just a tad overextending ourselves, but that's alright. Atlanta is ours. And before the Americans knew what had come over them, this French flag was hoisted over the... I can't think of a single building in Atlanta. But whatever the tallest building in Atlanta is, imagine the French flag being hoisted over. Alright. Sweetness a la mode. Alright, now Denver, you're in our sight next. Yes. Alright, Houston, you were a tough adversary to beat, but your friends over in Atlanta, their fighting spirit has something lacking about it, I am afraid to say. You could teach your friends a thing or two about fighting. Okay. Did that guy just grunt? Come on, we're the most elite army in the world. We can't be making sounds like that. Come on, where's your sense of dignity? Pull yourself together, man. Alright. It's going to be really nice when we have railroads to speed this process along. Because, you know, our empire is big enough already that it takes cavalry, the fastest of all units until you get modern armor, a very long time to get anywhere. Which is something I guess we expect by this point, but no biggie. We only have 4 more cities to go. So, not too much to go on. We have the smaller army group to the east, which is going to launch an assault on Denver, whereas the main throng of our troops, currently stationed in Washington, is going to launch an all-out assault on the main capital of New York. And finally, once that is done, there are just 2 more American cities. Wait a minute, folks. Nope, there is a third one. After a little bit of Dutch territory, there is a third American city. So we're going to have to send someone down there to get rid of that, because the American lands must be completely conquered. Now, I don't know if that city's worth holding at this point. I might just give it away to somebody and, you know, have the idea of reconquering it later. Possibly. It's something worth considering. Alright, because, see New Orleans here? I mean, it has tropical fruit, but that's not something that you can trade. So I don't want to give it to the Dutch because they could use it. Maybe I'll give it to... Hold on, let me bring up my list of nations right now. Maybe I'll give it to, like, India or Persia. Well, not Persia. What am I saying? Persia's gone. But maybe India. They're right down here. This will create a new source of tension for them. Alright. Fortify your face with essential vitamins and minerals. Yes, I think on our next turn we will be ready for the Battle of New York. Well, the Americans are trying to strike back, but... Oh no. Come on. Aw. Totally didn't notice that he was American. What a dummy I am. Oh well, not a big deal. Not a big deal whatsoever. Okay. Grenoble, you can build cavalry. Actually, whenever any new city builds cavalry, I should switch them to peacetime production because the war will be over shortly, and we will need to build grand improvements for our excellent staffs here. Alright, just want to check something. Yeah, I can just decrease. I'll still get it in 2 turns and get all this money. So that's what I'll do. But the assault on New York will begin next time, folks. So see you next time for the Battle of New York.